Hey, what's up, charms? Welcome back to my channel, Charm Wisdom. My name is Anna. I am a Mexican Curandera. I read oracle cards intuitively, and I create special little videos like this for you guys to help you guys along this so-called journey called life. So today's pick a card video is for what spiritual upgrades and attunements are we currently going through. So I was inspired to make this video because I was currently going through some spiritual upgrades and attunements myself that kind of felt like flu-like symptoms that I thought I was sick, but in reality I was just going through some changes, and just how it came, it left. So you guys might be going through these changes as well, and so I got inspired to do this video so that way, we kind of know what's kind of going within and without us. So I have 3 piles in front of me. I have pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. So if you're ready to go to your piles, go ahead and click on the timestamps below. If you'd like to know more information about me or follow me on Instagram, I do have my link down below. I also have the link to my online Etsy shop for all the little creations that I create myself that could help you along your journey. All right, so we're ready? Let's go ahead and do this. So pile 1, what spiritual upgrades and attunements are you currently going through? Let me just connect with your guys' energy and feel that you guys' energy around your surroundings and yourself to see. I'm hearing equilibrium or like calibration currently going in your life or spiritually. But let's see what this is about. So we got mirror. Who or what is triggering you? The crumbling. What are you clinging onto? Okay. So what I'm getting for pile 1, so the spiritual upgrades and attunements that I feel that you're currently going through is crumbling. So I feel all the illusions and the things that you thought were real are coming down. So in order for you to change your perspective, so a lot of things might be currently triggering you and triggering your emotions and triggering how you see things and triggering you how you once saw things is no longer resonating with you. There might be a lot of revelations with the thunder, and things just falling to the ground. If faulty foundations are falling to the ground. With the windows remind me of perspectives of way of viewing things. As you can see, as when you look through the windows, all you see is the sky, but when you look through the middle, you see a different perspective, a different view. So I feel like there's things that could also mean that your change on your abundance is changing, of you thinking what abundance really is. So I feel like these are the spiritual upgrades that you're currently going through, and kind of going through this shadow aspect of going within, and a lot of things might be acting as your mirror. Things are reflecting back to you. A lot of things, people could be reflecting a lot of things, and maybe you might be following people on social media, or watching videos like these ones, or you're kind of might be coming across things and information that is kind of making you reflect, making you kind of look within and be like like what is true and what is not, basically. So a lot of things, perspective might be crumbling and coming to the ground. So we got moderation. Number 14. Ask us to help you in this situation, and we will immediately go to work on your behalf. We're governed by many universal laws, and among them is the free will that allows you to make your own choices and decisions. So we patiently wait your request. So we got devotion. Let me just move my camera real quick so you guys can see the cards more. Okay, sorry. With moderation, what I'm getting with moderation is like again with the green and the red usually represents fear, the lower chakra, the base chakra, you know, the root chakra. And it's basically, you know, kind of what kept you in fear of, again, the perspective of the type of, you know, the things, how you saw things, you know, how you were devoted to certain things or to certain people. And it's like you're starting to see that. Maybe there's people in your life that ask a lot of you, and it's always was ask, or take. So you were learning to moderate this. So you're learning to kind of, you know, maybe even situations with or relationships with people where are crumbling down, where people, you know, you resonated with are no longer resonating with you. So, you know, you're learning to moderate this. New moon in Aquarius bring love into the situation. Again, the Aquarian energy of, you know, of basically not giving a fuck, if that makes sense. So it's like you're learning to, you know, moderate this. Or maybe, you know, you could have be a person who was always asking for confirmation or asking for this or asking for that. So you were kind of learning to moderate that. Or, you know, you were kind of, you know, maybe asking questions that were outside of you when you should have been asking inside of you. Or, you know, you're starting to question, you know, the devotion you had towards people or towards things. Again, you know, changing the perspective, changing things, the view on things, you know, the things that were triggering you. So it's like you were seeing how you were devoted to these things. So it's like crumbling down to the ground. And it's like bringing you're now bringing a new person within and without. So bring love into the situation. This is like, you know, of needing to be more gently with yourself. You might be learning to be more gently with yourself, or maybe more gently with other people, your surroundings. So we got trader, exchange energy to create abundance. Again, is that abundance? So it's like you might be learning of, you know, that phrase of working smarter, not harder. So you might be learning of, you know, changing the way you see abundance. Again, you know, might be, you know, thoughts in regards to scarcity maybe, or even the view, the way how you view things, of the things that you put your energy into. You know, you guys could have been putting your energy into things that you know, again, the devotion. And then we got number 41 and 14 here. So things, again, that mirror effect. We have mirror here, and then again it's that mirror effect. So if you guys want to look up number 40, angel number 41 or 14, that might be further confirmation for you guys. But again, you guys might have been noticing how you guys were putting too much energy into things that did not serve you no more. So those things that no longer serve you are crumbling down. So those are the spiritual upgrades you're kind of going through. So your frequency is kind of shifting, if that makes sense. It's like shifting. So the things that don't longer resonate with your new frequency, it's falling off. So like that's the crumbling. So things are, you know, again, that's what I heard with the beginning. I heard equilibrium or calibration. So it's like, you know, with the car, you have to, you know, when you do the tires, you guys have to, you know, align it so that way, you know, everything, you know, rides good in one, you know, side of the tires is not putting too much effort or too much more power in one side and the others. And that's why, you know, the other side of the tires start to get wasted, you know. And that's the thing that is happening here. Things are leveling up. So things that no longer resonate with you are falling apart. And you're finding, you know, moderation in things. And again, you're finding things in how you view things, and how the way you make money, or the things the things you put energy into, or the things that you were putting too much energy in that were not giving back the same. So, you know, you're being triggered and within people, and, you know, making you feel like, what the fuck? Like, you know, you were starting to question maybe your devotion towards people. And, you know, you maybe started seeing, you know, I'm giving too much of myself, or giving too much of this. And it's like, where's my return? So like, I feel like people were probably triggering you in that aspect. So we got, you are protected, Archangel Michael. Number 28. Let me take a sip of water, sorry. So again, with number Number 28, this gives me that you're at the end of this cycle of, because right here we have future, present, and past. So, you know, you're kind of at the crossroads, or where you're figuring out what is coming with me and what am I leaving behind. So you're in the phase of changes in your life, and where you're figuring out what needs to stay and what needs to go. Again, that equilibrium thing that I was hearing at the beginning, you know, it's like you're deciding of where to go, of what to take with you, what not to get to you. And then we have, like, you know, the Chariot. So you might be in motion and where you're going in a different direction, or you might be, you know, maybe be moving away from a group of friends, you know, from your own town, or, you know, you might be seeking freedom, seeking a different adventure, or seeking a different path that does no longer resonate with those around you. So we got miracles, soul flame, rediscover a less part of yourself, experience relationship harmony and healing. And then we got Mohavatar Babahi, soul expansion. Your consciousness is expanding. You understand the connection between all things. Again, with the beginning, with your perspective, I feel like your perspective in life is changing. I feel like, you know, so you're starting to view things, or you're wanting to expand yourself or expand your vision. Is like, I just can't help the feeling of, you know, of maybe finding yourself, of wanting and seek of yourself. So if a lot of things are being reflected back to you that you don't want and no longer want in your life, or that no longer resonate in your life, so that you can let go. It's like you're rediscovering a less part of yourself, you know, you're rediscovering yourself. And again, it's with that extreme relationship harmony and healing. It's like, you know, you're through this experience, it's like you're starting to see the relationships that you had with people and that were out of balance, that did not receive harmony. So like, you're going through these transformations within, you know, relationships, of how you have with people, with friends, you know, the type of devotion you had. You might have been too devoted into these friendships, and it's like, you know, you're starting to see that, you know, they were not putting the same as you were, if it makes sense. So these are the spiritual upgrades and attunements that you're currently going through. So as your frequency changes and it upgrades, you know, what no longer resonates with you, or what, you know, doesn't water you or feed you, is like you're letting go of it. Your consciousness is expanding. So it's like you're starting to see things different, you know. Again, your perspective on life is changing. You're expanding. Your soul wants to expand. It no longer resonates on where you find yourself. It's like you probably might be feeling the urges of moving, or just, you know, meeting new friends, meeting new people, of mingling, of just expanding yourself. It's like, you know, the energy in the past, or the people that, you know, or the energy that you keep putting out there or in people, is no longer resonating with you. So it's like you want to be free. You're like, you know what I'm saying? It's like you want to expand, you want to open up. So just know that during these changes, you are protected. You know, so you are protected during these changes. Do not worry of what's falling apart. Just keep moving forward is what I'm hearing, is keep moving forward with the Chariot. So it's like, just keep moving forward. You're on your way. Just bring more love and compassion into, you know, to yourself. These things might be very triggering and very hard on you, but, you know, just bring more love into yourself, more compassion. Just don't try to understand, just try to feel your way, you know, feel those emotions, so that way you could let them go. And also pay attention to how people make you feel, and how you know, how your body reacts to certain people around you. That just means that your energy field is expelling, you know, those people. So that just means that they shouldn't belong in your energy field anymore. And that's all I have for pile 1. I hope it resonated and I hope they helped. So just know that if you need help as well during these changes, to do not be afraid to ask your angels to help you, to to help you bring in more compassion, more love into yourself, into the situation, because sometimes it might be hard for us, during these situations and during this transformation, that could be very, very hard on ourselves. So do not be afraid of asking your angels to to help and ease up the load a bit for you guys. Yeah. Okay, so that's all I have for pile 1. Thank you. I hope to see you guys soon. So pile 2. Pile 2. So what spiritual upgrades and attunements are you currently going through? So let me just take a moment while I let go of pile 1's energies and connect with you guys' energy, so that see what I get through before I move on to the cards. So I'm hearing moving on and release. So let's see what the cards say. So we have share your voice, come out of the cave, persecution and expression, answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? So right away for group 2. So the spiritual upgrades and attunements that I feel that you're currently going through might be emotional, as we have a lot of water here. So I feel like there's a lot of emotional things and changes of, I heard murky waters. So you might be kind of walking through, or you might be feeling you're walking through murky waters, or, your emotions might be feeling murky, or you might not be understanding your emotions right now. So you might be releasing a lot of things, or it might be, since these 2 girls keep looking at something and just sitting there and looking at something, so I feel like you might be observing something, or having an observation mode, or you just have been in hermit mode, and where you have been observing your emotions or feeling your emotions and trying to understand them, maybe, of you might be a lot of things, my emotions might be coming out of the cave, out of the shadows, maybe a lot of shadow work. You might be doing a lot of shadow work. So let's see. So I feel like maybe the way your expression, or the way you express yourself, or you might be going through throat chakra activations, and where you're learning kind of to express yourself, or kind of finding your way of expressing yourself and speaking your truth. So we got forgiveness, number 96. Assertiveness. The situation can be healed gently and with love, as you've requested, yet there's also a need for your strength and truthfulness with the other people involved. We will stand right behind you as you speak your truth, giving you strength and guiding your words. Again, exactly what I said in speaking your truth, as we were here, as you speak your truth, giving you strength and guiding your work. Again, how I was seeing how you might be learning how to be assertive and speaking your truth. Maybe for some of you guys are learning to forgive, or you might guys have been, needing to forgive someone, or you guys might be learning to forgive, or have been observing somebody or something and needing to be, wanting to express yourself or speak your truth to this person, or maybe offer forgiveness to a person. But there's definitely some spiritual upgrades that is going on and healing within your guys' energy, as we have purple and blue. But there's definitely throat chakra activations going on that are helping you kind of sing your own song and speak your truth flowingly, if that makes sense. Commune, yes. Number 23. So this gives me, commune gives me the energy. And right here we have pyramids. And pyramids, I always see them as a pivotal objects that help us kind of connect to the divine, or kind of connect us to source. So again, commune is learning how to express yourself, and learning how to, maybe for some of you guys are learning how to maybe speak about forgiveness, or maybe speak in regards to the messages that you guys receive from the divine. So you guys is kind of learning how to speak your truth, or speak of the intuitive messages that you receive, if that makes sense. Waxing moon, the energy is gaining momentum. Take note of intuitive messages. Exactly what I said. Exactly what I said right now. Intuitive messages. So you guys might be going through a lot of downloads, where you guys might be receiving a lot of intuitive messages from the divine. You guys might be getting a lot of crown chakra activation as well, or a lot of messages, or I'm hearing pressure. So you guys might be getting a lot of pressure, or maybe even headaches around your crown or third eye chakra. There's something in regards to seasons or change, or you're just kind of going through these changes of your intuition, or your intuition is have been going through attunements and transformations and in changes, and where, you know, the energy is kind of getting stronger. Your intuition might be getting stronger with the energy is gaining momentum. And then we have the moon, so your intuition might be getting stronger, the intuitive messages might be getting stronger. So we got sage, be devoted and committed. And this pile does have the most cards, I might say. Again, yes, honor your feelings. Thank you, Haniel, for supporting me as I honor my emotions. Again, the moon, emotions. So I feel like, you know, how I said from the beginning, there was water, emotion. There's you guys may be going through healing of changes within your emotions, of learning how to, you're learning to understand how your emotions communicate with you. Yeah. So you're learning kind of to trust, and maybe in the past you didn't trust your intuition, or you weren't confident enough in your gifts. So now you're now learning to trust your intuition, or trust your feelings, or in honoring your feelings. You might be getting a lot of downloads through your emotions, through your feelings, through your intuition. Yes, spiritual support. Dear angels, I allow you to support me as I grow to become more spiritually aware. Yes. Oh, like this is already speaking so much. Like I'm even myself right now, I'm getting so many downloads and so many messages that I'm trying to speak as I get all this, so that I could, you know, say everything. But it's like I feel like everything's coming so fast that I don't know how to speak it out, or I don't know how to kind of communicate the downloads or the information that I'm getting through. So then I feel that's how you're kind of feeling yourself, is, you know, you're becoming more spiritually aware of your emotions, of your feelings, of your intuition, of how the divine communicates with you, if that makes sense. Like you're being more aware of energy. So your energetic field and your intuition and your spiritual gifts are going through major transformation, of where you're being more spiritually aware. So you might be you know, a very intuitive person yourself, or a light worker, you know, a bruja or brujo, or just, you know, involved in spirituality. So we got number 5 from the Santa Muerte Oracle. So we got going forward, patience. Oh my God. I am done with you guys. What did I just say? What did I just say? Downloads and understanding. Truth is being revealed. Deep insights are coming from heaven and the astral realm. What did I say? What did I say? And I did not even see these cards before. I just shuffle, and whatever cards come flying out, I put them in each pile, and this pile makes totally sense. And it's like I feel the energy and the downloads and the things that you're trying to understand. So things might be feeling, you might not understand certain information that is coming through, but Spirit wants you to know just to move forward with the information and the downloads that you are receiving. You are starting a new spiritual path, a more deeper understanding, or more deeper spiritual path. Just follow the yellow brick road is what I'm hearing. Keep following the light, your intuition. There is a lot of patience that is needed on your behalf, because you might not understand the messages that you receive right away, but the truth will be revealed in time, because deep insights are coming from heaven and the astral realm. So there's so many things that are coming through, but just it's kind of like you're learning to kind of speak your truth and speak of the downloads and information that you are receiving. And with this card number 5, it's like, it's like a lot of information, a lot of passion, a lot of things are being ignited within you. It's like, do not let your thoughts control of the information and the things that you are receiving, from relaying them to the collective, or from moving on forward with the things that you're receiving or you're totally feeling. Wow. You guys are definitely going through major spiritual changes. A lot of downloads. I'm hearing ear ringing, so you guys might be having a lot of ear ringing. And usually with those usually mean our downloads, because I usually get those a lot too, especially in my right ear. So when I'm gonna start something new, I always get these downloads. So I feel like you guys get this download. So pay attention to your emotions, to your feelings of how you feel around people, or how you feel towards things, or places. That's your intuition speaking to you. But it's okay to move on forward with the intuitive feelings and thoughts that you get, because you're becoming more aware of the energies, more spiritually aware. And that's all I have for pile 2. I feel like for pile 2, that was a very powerful reading for you guys. Wow. All right, so pile 3. So pile 3, what spiritual upgrades and attunements are you currently going through? So let me just connect with you guys' energy for a bit while I'll release second pile's energy and connect to you guys' energy. I heard to the left, and I'm hearing the song by Beyonce, to the left, everything you own's in a box to the left. That's what I'm hearing right now. I heard gazing, like you're gazing at something. So, but let's see what the cards have for us. So we have Sisterhood of the Rose, Beauty, Devotion, Priestess, Mystic, Teacher, the Age of Life. You've been training for this for lifetimes. Healing, number 66. So I felt, there's two pyramids, and this right away, it's telling me of you're kind of going through this transformation. Transformation and healing within regards to beauty, if that makes sense. Of maybe you might be going through some healing, or in regards to your how you see yourself, or within your inside of you, or how you view beauty. And it's like, the Sisterhood of the Rose is like a rose, you open up, you see its beauty, you understand its beauty. So you might be opening up yourself because you might have been very closed off, and you might be going through this healing and transformation that it's helping you kind of open up. And then the triangles always reminds me of the feminine triangle. So like, you know, you might be healing your feminine energy, or your, you know, your feminine side. So we got play. Beloved one, it's time to set aside work for a while. Don't worry, we will oversee your responsibilities to their completion. Playfulness, gaiety, and laughter will lift you and will lift your energy, so that you'll return to work with a renewal perspective and heightened energy. So you might be healing your inner child. Or you're just learning to be more playful or more childlike, or changing your perspective in life and how you view things. Ambition, number 38. In the age of light, and with ambition, what I heard right now is what lights you up. So you're kind of figuring out what lights you up. We got, look at the bigger picture, full moon in Sagittarius. So I feel like, you know, this, the third group, you guys might also be going through a perspective change of, you know, how you view life. Because, you know, you might be a Sagittarius, or you might be a fire sign, or you don't have to be. But this just means that, you know, you're starting to shift your focus. And where have you been placing your focus, or how you've been viewing your life, or how you've been viewing, you know, your work. Because right here it talks about work. So you might be healing things in regards to work, or of your ambition. Or you might be figuring out, you know, because that childlike energy kind of, you know, gives you that energy of, you know, doing things that you love. And then we have, look at the bigger picture. So it's like, you know, Sagittarians are very adventurous and playful, and, you know, always looking for, ready to step into the next thing. And then right here we have, you know, this little angel, you know, stepping into the next thing. Let's keep going. Drop your shields, protection, guardian. Again, how I was saying, I feel like before you were very, very guarded, or very closed off to things. So you're learning to kind of drop your shields, to be more open to receiving. We got don't hate, meditate. Thank you, angels, for guiding me to love through meditation. Number 25. Enlightenment. There's definitely a new beginning for you guys with the Santa Muerte Oracle deck. Let me just see real quick the name of it, since I want to see what this card says. I'm being called to see what it says, so give me a second. So number 25 is birth. It's called the birth. And the advice of the dead is, it is time to act and begin the work you must bring into the world, as your potentials is at its highest, and it's simply waiting to come to light. Again, that light. Okay, I'm getting so much right now. I'm getting that, you know, some of you guys might be wanting to create foundations, or create something new. So there's definitely something wanting to be birthed, or, you know, you might be not have the confidence in order to do this, but you're starting to kind of shift. You know, you're going through this change in where you're changing your perspective of how you see work, or how you see, how do you should bring things to light. because there's a lot of mention of light, light, light. Enlightenment, there's definitely higher learning currently happening right now with enlightenment. So with the word at the beginning, when I heard gaze, because I heard it again right now when I was looking at the enlightenment card. So it seems like you might be looking at something and you've been wanting to create something, or you have been wanting to start something. Maybe in regards to something in regards to beauty. But it's like you've been maybe wanting to manifest something into your life. But it's like, you know, Spirit has been, you know, showing you, you've been going through this changing of, you know, how you view things. Where do you place your focus? You know, I don't mean to trigger anything, but, you know, you might be very jealous of other people's success, or, you know, you might be looking at others, you know, success, or, you know, things. You might be like wondering, like, you know, where's my success, you know, or kind of looking at focusing your energies on other people's things when you should be focusing on yourself. But there's definitely something that's, you know, you've been wanting to birth something and bring something to light. But it's like Spirit saying you have the ambition to do this. You have that energy and the gifts to do this. But you must ascend that ladder. You know, you must climb that ladder. Leadership. Experience grace. Share your gifts with grace. Waves of inspiration and love are coming your way. Kalima. Facing fear. More spiritual changes are unfolding. This is your time to soar. Yes, 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 yes. Exactly. So you guys might be also, you know, you guys might be leaders in your community or wanting to, you know, to step into your power. But there might be or you guys might be wanting to share your gifts or bring yourself to light or put yourself out there. And, you know, it's like, but you must kind of, you know, lead the way, or let Spirit lead the way for you. Like, you know, to not be too focused on the outside, you know, focus on the inside and focus on your gifts, focus on the things that are coming your way. You know, don't let fear hold you back, that's what I'm feeling too. Is like, you know, let Spirit kind of lead the way for you. I feel like you also might feel like out of place, or, you know, something might feel like out of place, or there's things that are kind of making, or you might not, or you might think that you don't have the gifts or talents to do this, but there's definitely something you want to birth, or you want to do something. And then my hero says, share your gifts with grace. So, you know, just be. Didn't in the beginning I say something about a rose and the rose opening up? That is so weird. But anyways, so, you know, just share your gifts with grace. And just, you know, don't let fear hold you back. You have the fire within to make this happen. You're definitely going through major spiritual changes, as this card states it right here. But there's also a sense of feeling like you might not belong in this, or maybe belong in the spiritual community. You might be a mystic or a teacher or a priestess. You might be wanting to share the gifts that you know, or that, you know, or you've been wanting to birth something, or you might been wanting to, you know, teach something, teach a class, or, you know what I'm saying, or something to do with work, or you might be want to work in this field. But it's like Spirit saying, you know, stay focused on the big picture. Be open to receiving. You are protected. Like, it's your time to shine, you know. Follow your North Star. It's okay to, you know, lead the way. You know, you're meant to be a leader, a teacher in your community. I'm hearing own. You might want to own something, or be a owner of something that's going to help you make money, or in regards to work. You might want to create something in regards, you know, to, again, I mentioned that in regards to beauty, or, you know, might want to partnership with somebody who is a female, or, you know, something in regards to that. But I feel like, you know, you've been doing this for lifetime, so it's like, you know, these gifts have been passed down from a past life, so it's like, you know what you need to do. I feel like you guys might need to kind of ground your energy more. There might be a lot of fear, so you guys might need to ground your energy more, meditate more, and listen to the guidance that is coming through from your angels to help you kind of, you know, glide along the way and helping you in birthing this idea. Let me see, what else do I get? Let me see. Yeah, just basically, you know, to just remember that life is an adventure, you know. Take on that adventurous energy from the Sagittarian energies, you know. Take it as an adventure. Don't think about it as if it's work, if that makes sense. Do not let fear hold you back. This is your chance to soar. I feel like, you know, it's your time to shine. It's time to, you know, with the peacock, we have peacock energy. So it's time for you to shine. It's time for you to share your gifts. It's time for you to open yourself up. You might be going through a hard awakening as well, of going through this healing, you know, the inner child. You might be wanting to speak about your healing maybe. And that's all I have for pile 3. I hope it helped. I hope it resonated. If you guys like this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe so that I can create more videos like this. And I hope to see you guys soon. Bye.